What happens when an artist uses nothing but black ink and white paper to completely shift the global perspective on an entire nation, only to leave the world behind at the height of her cultural impact? Today, the art world, international human rights communities, and political figures are processing the definitive end of an era, with the passing of a woman who turned her childhood trauma into an Academy Award-nominated masterpiece. From the streets of revolutionary Iran to the highest honors of French high culture, her life was an exercise in absolute defiance, marked by a refusal to stay silent even when the stakes meant permanent exile. Her sudden departure leaves an undeniable void in contemporary activism, raising serious questions about the future of the movement she championed and the personal battles she fought behind the closed doors of her Parisian life. Welcome to Viral News, your trusted destination for authoritative, deeply researched, and accurate analytical breakdowns of the defining moments in global culture and public life. If you want to understand the true facts behind the headlines, stay informed with unbiased reporting, and dive deep into the legal and cultural realities of world-shaping figures, you have found the right space. Before we unpack the extraordinary, turbulent, and deeply moving journey of this global icon, please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to Viral News, and click the notification bell so you never miss an essential broadcast on the stories that matter most.
The international community has officially confirmed the passing of Marjane Satrapi, the highly celebrated French-Iranian artist, author, and filmmaker, whose graphic memoir completely transformed the global understanding of modern Iranian history. Satrapi passed away at the age of 56, as validated by an official state announcement issued directly by the Élysée Palace in Paris. The official government statement lauded her extensive contributions to literature and cinema, noting that her creative projects successfully captivated a truly global audience. According to the Office of the French Presidency, her passing represents the loss of a foundational figure in contemporary French culture, describing her as an artist-creator profoundly committed to human freedom, whose universal messages earned her immense international acclaim throughout her multi-decade career. To truly understand the massive scale of her impact, we must examine the precisely documented history of her early life, which served as the foundation for her global renown. Satrapi was born on November 22, 1969, in Rasht, a city located in northern Iran. She grew up within a politically active, left-leaning family environment, which deeply influenced her analytical perspective on governance and societal structures. At just 10 years old, her life trajectory was permanently altered by the events of 1979, when a massive popular uprising successfully overthrew the Iranian monarchy and established the current Islamic Republic. This geopolitical shift resulted in immediate and strict institutional regulations regarding women's and girls' rights across the nation. For a young Satrapi, these structural changes mandated the wearing of the traditional veil, the enforcement of gender segregation within educational institutions, and the distinct experience of watching the adult figures in her community navigate severe systemic repressions. Despite the intensity of the regime, Satrapi famously documented that the human spirit of resistance could not be easily diminished. In her historical accounts, she recalled how she and her young female classmates would routinely remove their veils during school recess, tying them together to construct skipping ropes. This specific, vivid memory became one of the many defining illustrations in her landmark 2000 graphic novel memoir, Persepolis. The publication, which she frequently preferred to categorize simply as a comic book, achieved massive commercial and critical success worldwide by depicting the complexities of a major political revolution through the completely objective, curious eyes of a child. As detailed in her autobiographical writings, Satrapi's distinct rebellious streak and outspoken nature began to worry her family as she grew into her teenage years. Fearing that her nonconformist behavior would result in severe legal or physical retaliation from the ruling political establishment, her parents made the difficult logistical decision to send her abroad for her safety in 1984. This transition initiated a highly unstable and challenging period in her life as a young expatriate in Austria. Documented records confirm that she faced extreme socioeconomic difficulties during her time in Europe, at one point experiencing literal homelessness and enduring a severe bout of bronchitis that required intensive hospitalization.
Following these turbulent years in Europe, Satrapi temporarily returned to Tehran to pursue her formal studies in the fine arts. While she successfully completed her academic degree and entered into a brief marriage during this period, the ongoing political climate ultimately led her to make a permanent decision regarding her residency. In 1994, she left Iran for good, establishing her permanent home and professional base in France, a country that would eventually adopt her as one of its most prominent cultural icons. The true international breakthrough for her work expanded beyond the literary world in 2007, when Persepolis was officially adapted into an animated feature film. Co-directed by Satrapi and Vincent Peranio, the cinematic adaptation achieved historic critical milestones, securing the highly prestigious jury prize at the Cannes Film Festival and earning an Academy Award nomination for Best Animated Feature. This cinematic success solidified her standing as a major force in international filmmaking. Her subsequent directorial projects continued to reflect her deep interest in historical narratives and complex human figures. In 2019, she directed Radioactive, a highly praised British biographical drama film starring Rosamund Pike, which detailed the scientific triumphs and personal challenges of the pioneering physicist and chemist Marie Curie.
Throughout her life in the public eye, Satrapi remained an unyielding, outspoken critic of Iran's ruling establishment. She leveraged her global platform to consistently advocate for fundamental human rights, eventually becoming a highly visible supporter of the woman life freedom movement. This widespread social and political movement emerged with immense force following the heavily scrutinized 2022 death of a 22-year-old Mahsa Amini while in police custody in Tehran. In the wake of her passing, international human rights organizations have publicly recognized Satrapi's enduring legacy. The Nargis Foundation, a prominent Iranian women's human rights advocacy group, released a statement describing Satrapi as a fearless advocate for feminism and women's rights, emphasizing how she continually championed the historic struggles and profound resilience of Iranian women on the world stage. In addition to her direct activism, Satrapi was known for making profound, principled statements within the realm of international diplomacy and honors. Just last year, she generated widespread media coverage by officially refusing to accept the French Legion of Honor, which stands as France's highest national decoration. Satrapi publicly clarified her decision by stating that her refusal was a direct protest against what she characterized as the nation's hypocritical political and economic attitude toward the current Iranian regime. This act of diplomatic non-compliance further cemented her reputation as an individual who prioritized systemic human rights advocacy over personal, state-sponsored accolades.
Her personal life was also marked by deep collaborative partnerships and profound grief. Satrapi was married to Mateusz Ripa, a cultural figure who played an integral role in her professional journey by helping translate the original French text of Persepolis into English, while remaining closely involved in the logistical management of her various creative and cinematic projects. The couple faced a severe personal tragedy last year when Ripa passed away unexpectedly at the age of 52, a loss that sources close to the artist suggest deeply impacted her final months. The passing of Marjane Satrapi marks a critical moment of reflection for both the artistic community and global human rights movements. Her ability to translate deep, localized political repression into a universally accessible narrative ensured that the ongoing struggles of the Iranian people remained at the forefront of international consciousness. As cultural institutions worldwide began planning retrospectives of her literary and cinematic achievements, her life stands as a verified testament to the power of independent media and narrative storytelling. The principles of freedom, artistic integrity, and systemic accountability that she championed will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations of creators and activists seeking to challenge institutional authority.
Thank you for watching this detailed cultural and legal breakdown on Vibe Viral News. We are dedicated to providing you with objective facts, historical accuracy, and the essential context behind the global events defining our world today. What do you believe is the enduring legacy of Marjane Satrapi's work? And how do you see her advocacy impacting the ongoing global movements for human rights? We highly encourage you to share your perspectives and engage in a professional discussion in the comment section below. Please remember to give this video a like, subscribe to the Vibe Viral News channel, and share our content with others who value analytical and verified journalism. Stay informed, stay objective, and we look forward to bringing you our next factual update right here on Vibe Viral News.